Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, how absurd is it that when the hospitals, the healthcare workers, employers, government are dropping mandatory vax mandates and considering mandates for children, that the Hamilton County healthcare folks say it's all ebbing. COVID is now ebbing. The surge is over. It's all ebbing now. Brian Garry. This is the jackwagon that taunted us when we went out to a Trump event. Good old Brian Garry. And there's a story in the Inquirer. Turns out that Brian Garry's campaign manager isn't supporting him because she got upset that every time you talk to Brian Garry, his mom had to be there. Brian Garry, mama's boy. Little liberal, woke Brian Garry needs his mommy to be there when you have to talk to him about the campaign or anything else. I wonder if that includes diaper changes. All right, my Facebook lawsuit got a little ink. Lexington Herald did a story about it. I got a call from a national law journal, told him the scoop about it. I mean, think about it, folks. I got suspended for a week for saying we're kicking ass. They said that incited violence. Valerie Rose's affidavit, internal billing fraud, got me 30 days. And you ready for this? Remember my detrimental reliance argument? This is Mark Zuckerberg when Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Messenger went down. Sorry for the disruption today. I know how much you rely on our services to stay connected with people you care about. Thank you very much, Mr. Zuckerberg. That's going to be an exhibit in my lawsuit. Peter Navarro. This is a Trump doctor advisor who's smart, gets it. From day one, got in a shouting match with old Dr. Fauci. And old Dr. Fauci, he says, is evil. I've been saying Fauci's evil. You know, Navarro just nails old Fauci. Of course, we know it's true. Dr. Fauci is the little evil fraud that got all the attention from the woke crowd. Biden's polling numbers down to 38%. Again, thank God 62%. What do you think Biden's approval rating does at 38% for Democrats across this country? Not good at all. Thank goodness. Sweden and Denmark. Folks, everybody brags about Sweden and Denmark being these very enlightened countries and so forth and so on. They have paused Moderna. Come on. These aren't backwater third world countries. They're pausing Moderna because of the incredible issues they're having relative to heart inflammation. I'm telling you. I'm glad I'm out in front on vax litigation because the vax litigation is going to be big. The stuff that's going to come out over the next year or so, you watch. No booster. The vax folks have told good old Joe Biden, no, on the booster. What? I thought everybody was supposed to get boosted. Joe's already gotten his booster. Now they're saying, nope on the booster. Manchin is now gone from $2.2 trillion down to $1.5 trillion. Let's see what happens. Of course, McConnell's already caved. Frances Haugen. Turns out Frances Haugen was part of the group of people that at Facebook that buried the old Hunter Biden story during the election. And she's also working with Democratic operative lawyers involved in a January 6th. Remember what I said about Haugen? It's fun to see Facebook squirm, but she's no friend of ours. LA's mandate. LA's going to have a passport vaccine mandate for nearly everything. Do you know who's not getting vaccinated more than anybody else? Blacks. Blacks. Way to punish blacks even more. You know what? The whole black community, they woke up a little bit more for Trump in 2020. They need to wake up all the way going forward. I mean, come on. Who wants police in their communities to protect them? Blacks. The white woke elites do not have the black African-American community's best interest at heart. I love this story. An Idaho lieutenant governor, the governor leaves town, she issues an order that you can't have vax mandates. Tried to send the National Guard to the border. Good for her. I like this woman. Homicides in 2020 were higher and spiked more than any time in 100 years. Folks, 100 years mean you got to go back to the 1920s. Bootlegging! George Clooney. George Clooney has told everybody to grow up. You know what? George Clooney, when he was a young actor, was cool. He has that Northern Kentucky, Augusta roots. You know, he was a neat guy. He's transformed himself into an ass. And an ass. Telling everybody, grow up and get back. See, in Hollywood, just so you know, Hollywood's divided. Half the people in Hollywood don't want to get the vaccine. The other half wants to get the vaccine. They're in a turmoil. David Chappelle has come out and said, gender is a fact. In his new comedy, apparently, he makes everybody, he makes the gays, he makes all politically incorrect. By the way, I watched Gran Torino the other night. I'm watching all these Clint Eastwood. I'm watching 2 a night. I mean, I'm just loving my Clint Eastwood movie review. I watched Gran Torino. Gran Torino, Clint Eastwood uses every possible politically insensitive word. And it's a great movie. And guess what? Clint Eastwood in that movie has a heart of gold and does the right thing and sacrifices his life and everything else. I mean, it just goes to show you how we live in this politically correct world it's just a joke. It's just a joke. You know, taking down monuments and not being able to say this word or that word doesn't change a damn thing in this world. Fake white, I gotta conclude with this. You know, we have a green screen, just like anybody. Everybody knows when you have a studio, you use a green screen. Well, good old Joe Biden is using a fake White House set instead of a real White House set to do press conferences. Everything about Joe Biden's a fraud, even his White House set. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.